Hey, Sophia here. I was a really interesting kiddo. I had so much humor, imagination, freedom, happiness, and ignorance to the grown-up world. Since I didn't really care about what others thought, I was such a little dork, and I still remember some of the silly things I did. So, today's totally original video is gonna be about dorky things I did as a kid. So yeah, kiddo me was super dorky. I had a bob cut, short bangs, and a pair of glasses around 4th grade. But these weren't just any pair of glasses, my friend. No, these pair of glasses were High School Musical Edition. They were so cool. They had little stars on the side, and they were purple, and kid me was so impressed by them, I just had to get them. But wait, there's more. These glasses were also the kind that get all shaded when you go outside. Every time we had recess, I thought I looked so cool, and I didn't want to go back inside because then they turned back to normal and they were dumb. Speaking of recess, I even did dorky things during it. I really like to use my imagination. There was even a time where I came up with this cool concept of a high-tech watch that could literally generate anything out of pixels. You could even take pictures of things and save them in the device, and then you could spawn more with it. It could also transport you to places. So like, if you took a picture of your house with this, it can save the location and generate you there if you're somewhere else. Pfft, if talking about this isn't dorky, I don't know what is. Don't steal my ambition, please. Or at least give me some credit. Anyways, I had this friend who I'm gonna call Ken, and we were pretty weird, man. I mean, we were weird together. I was weird, and he was weird, and we were friends. Anyways, I roleplayed with Ken sometimes, and no, not in a weird way. We just pretended to be characters from TV shows. He really liked Big Time Rush for some reason. It was pretty cringe looking back at him now, but we were kids with wild imaginations. I think there was even a time where we pretended to be dogs, cause we liked those dog movies. Also, there were these erasers that you could take apart, and they were pretty big back then, so we like to play with those too. Do you think it's childish for 4th or 5th graders to play with stuffed animals? I mean, at least we used our creativity and weren't taking selfies like kids nowadays do. Okay, I'm gonna take you back to when I was even younger. So, remember how I had those High School Musical glasses? That was because I was a crazy fangirl. I remember this day very clearly for some reason. It's weird because my memory really sucks, but I've never forgotten the day I was listening to that sad High School Musical 2 song. It's like, I've got to move on and be who I am. I just don't belong here. I hope you understand. You know that one? Yeah, with Gabriella and Joy? Well, is this gonna get copyrighted by High School Musical? Whatever. Back to the song. Lil Me got so many feels by that song, I literally cried. I remember using this old computer in my basement to watch the song on YouTube, and I also drew down the scenes while crying my eyes out. I wish I knew where those drawings went, because I drew a lot, and I don't remember what it looked like. I remember drawing the locker scene, and the bridge scene, and a few scenes of Troy crying. It made me so emotional, and I find it funny nowadays, because Troy and Gabriella were my childhood OTP. Well, I shipped them, but I also shipped myself with Troy too. I shipped myself with him so much that one time I got a few pieces of paper and taped them together. Then I drew a full body Troy on the pieces of paper, and I'm pretty sure I kissed it a few times. I'm sure it looked really ugly, but he was my husband back then. High School Musical is totally gonna copyright this, aren't they? Well, I wasn't just a High School Musical fanatic. I was also a bug dork. Like I said, Ken and I would play with bugs sometimes, but I myself was really into bugs back then. I liked to turn rocks over and play with those little roly-poly things when I lived in New York. And I lived in a cul-de-sac, and one of the neighbors always held parties at her house. Sometimes I'd play with the neighbor's son, Leo, and he also liked bugs. We did this fun thing where we'd look around the house and try to find a variety of different bugs. We'd put them in different buckets and basically have this bug zoo that people could look at. No one looked. Oh yeah, and there was this one time where I was way younger probably around 4 years old. My dad had a sip of beer or something, was like, so good. And kidding me, was like, really? Give me some! And I grabbed the bottle and it just poured all over my head. I got a tiny bit of in my mouth and I was like, oh, this is gross. And I never had alcohol again. Thanks for watching. This video was really fun to make because it made me remember a lot of memories I totally forgot about. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Holy heck! Thank you so much, guys! We hit over 100 subscribers! I know it's not that big of a deal since it's just 100, but it makes me so happy to know people are actually interested in the videos I make. I feel like I've made a lot of good friends through starting a YouTube channel, and I know it's super cheesy to say it, but I truly am so grateful to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope you'll continue to stay tuned for more dorky content. As always, I'm Sophia, and I'll see you in the future.